Well, hello guys, and welcome back to another episode of Mibibli's Quest. In this episode, we're heading to Humabibli's Lair A. Now, let me give you a little bit of context for this episode. If you're watching this series based off of the playlist, this episode is in the playlist right after Cave World. And even though this is being filmed after the anticlimactic ending episode. So, the reason I'm doing this is because I'm going back and re-getting the stuff for the secret ending. I recommend, if you're watching this based off the playlist, just to do this now. So head back into the cave world. Now, we're actually on a different profile than the rest of the series. This is, because there's 3 default profiles in the game. The Let's Play takes place on Profile 2. We're here in Profile 1. Basically, we're just trying to get the... what I'm going to call the secret ending. And to do that, you've got to kick Humabibli's butt. Humabibli is a character we have not been introduced up to the point in this Let's Play. But he's... like, Mibibli's a fox thing. And, Crocodibli's a crocodile thing. Humabibli's a human Bibli thing. And, so yeah. Now, Humabibli's Lair 1 is found here in Cave. It's something that's very easily missed, even though, in retrospect, it seems very obvious. Let's head up here. Get this. But yeah, in all seriousness, I recommend doing this now, because it's just easier, honestly. This thing can... if you guys saw... you guys know I had a lot of trouble with Cave World, and if you can't tell, I'm playing a lot better, because I've got a lot more experience. Okay, not that much better, as you can tell. Boom, there we go, there's our max lives. We gotta kill this robot thing. That is always something that bugged me in this. How the things fall, but they only fall. So, let's head back. If you, like I said, if you're watching based on the playlist, you should have just seen this episode, so you should know it for the most part. So, don't worry about it. Right here. Here's where we'll find the entrance along this path right here. So what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to get out, come out here, kill all this stuff. Grab the health, kill this robot, good for you. Get back in this thing, shoot a beam, follow the beam along the screen until it opens up a path. Come down here, and here we will enter into Humabibli's Lair A. Exactly, Vent Corridor A, layer home of Humabibli. We've got this water that, like, poisons you. It's basically you can survive in it for so long without dying, but you also got these robots who are similar to the ones we saw in the art world. Just, they seem to be less harmful, actually. But yeah, you got this water, and it has this death percentage bar at the bottom. That goes up, and if it gets full, you die of toxic poisoning. So keep that in mind, because it is actually very... especially, like, a lot of these mechanics get recycled, as we'll learn later on, but it is possible to die during this. Yeah, I don't know if this actually... he traps you in a painting, and then he runs away. I don't know if that thing actually does anything else. I mean, like, it explodes, but... Right here, let's get out of the water. If we're out of it, it resets back to normal. We've got these faces, which I still do not understand their exact patterns. Honestly, they still confuse me. And right here, we got our checkpoint. Here's our max lives. And we got Humabibli's lair A. Now, he's got his suit on. Okay, cool. He's got a suit. This boss fight isn't... Humabibli's actually pretty hard. Especially when we fight him later on. You'll see that. Now, when we fight him later on, he will also be wearing a suit. And you'll... everything that I say in this video applies if you're watching the playlist. If you're not... and you're watching this in upload order, it kind of screws with everything, so keep that in mind. Yeah, at a later point, when we fight him again, he will also have his suit. That's a continuity error, kind of. Just know, yeah, you'll see what I mean when we beat him. Basically, he's got these projectiles, which we can't shoot past. I died to him, actually. And he gets harder. The next time we fight him is a lot harder. You can usually predict his pattern in some way, shape, or form. Come on. There is a way. I know you can dodge that attack. I'm just doing a very poor job at it. He wasn't going to hit me in the first place, but I still jumped preemptively. I keep getting hit by that. Boom, there we go. And as we see, he loses his suit. Every time you beat him, he loses his clothing. Yeah. It gets pretty bad. And assuming you've already beaten the cave world, you can just walk back in here and instantly beat the level. Now, the last thing I do want to say before ending this episode is that, like I said, assuming you're watching the playlist, from here, we'll head to Crocodibli's castle in the next episode. We'll also head in here in the next episode, I think. While we're in Crocodibli's castle, at one point, we'll run across a piece of blueberry pie. Make sure you pick up that piece of blueberry pie, because as far as I know, there is no way to come back and get it. Like I said, I haven't done much research on this game, so I may not entirely be right, but keep an eye out. Just make sure you pick it up. And I hope you guys all enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. Until